This carpet kit, absolute worst one. Welcome back everybody to Just Welding Fab. It's been several days since I've worked on this last. As you've seen, got all the sound deadening mat put in. Probably went completely overkill as far as the floor. Kind of looks like the space station at this point, but that's just killing the sound, adding a touch of insulation. Hopefully making this thing a little more of a dream ride rather than a wagon ride. So anyway, we're still working on that panel on the side. And what we are going to do is finish sanding. So I put another layer of Bondo on there. We need to sand that off, see what it looks like. I'm not really worried about restoring it. I'm just trying to preserve it. And that's the plan with this, and get it back on the road and enjoy it. All right, we got our DA sander. We've got the Bondo on there pretty thick. This is actually the second layer. I've been back with you guys in a minute because I have another project that I'm working on, as well as my son's car, which went down Friday and ended up needing a starter put on it at the bare minimum. And we've got that mostly accomplished, with the exception that we need to finish changing the oil, top off the antifreeze again. But anyway, I know that's not what you're here to see. I quit on it because it's currently raining outside, and that is the only space that I have to work on that car. So we're going to get back on this, which is what you guys are here for, and I very much appreciate it. Pretty good so far. I've got a couple little spots that I'm going to have to do a little skim fill on. There's going to be some holes in it. Like I said, I'm just going to have to come back later, because all it's going to do is get a rattle can job on it. Probably not even a primer. It's just going to be a primer and paint in one. The color's not going to match most likely, but it should save it for a while. Better than it was. Alright. This garbage dust off here. Alright, we're going to wipe it down. Now we're just going to wipe it down with some cleaner. Clean before painting, use on wood, brick, and metal. Clean strip, I don't know. It's what I found when I needed something. Put a little bit of that on here. Doesn't take very long to flash off. That's what we're hoping for. for me. We're going to let that flash off. In the meantime, I'm going to try to find some sort of color of paint to put on here, and I'll bring you back. Alright, so finally found the carpet kit after having it stored for a while. I have an idea what's in it, just not sure what's in it to attach it. So the old carpet kit, when I was cleaning out the tub, I noticed there was lots of like Velcro strips to kind of hold things in place. I don't know if that came with this or if we're even going to need it. Probably will though. So we're going to open it up, see what's in it, and then we'll get set up and go on from there. The truth is, I'm not going to be able to install this just yet because I really need to get the roll bar in there and establish a few extra holes where the roll bar actually mounts down. And then, after that, the roll bar has to come back out, the carpet kit goes in. I also remembered and had forgotten about is the air compressor for the rear air locker. That needs to be unbolted. I'm going to bolt it back down on top of the new carpet, which the compressor location, as you've seen in the videos, is kind of an odd spot. A previous owner located it there. I don't feel like relocating it. I don't know how well it's going to work long term. But anyway, it resides underneath the rear seat, which we're just going to leave for now and see how it works out. But without further ado, let's see what's in here. See what we have. Never really done carpet installs before. This one should be pretty straightforward, I'm guessing, as we're dealing with mostly square edges and minor contours. All right. See what we got. Oh, yeah. Not seeing any hardware. Oh, apparently I went with the gray. I really thought that I got black. That's fine. That better matches anyway. Looks like a rear section. Guess floor mat, extra mat. What's going on there? Interesting, something other. This is for the hump and the front floor section. Seems pretty straightforward. I do not see any way to like fasten it down. While I'm out grabbing some paint, I believe I'll go ahead and grab some Velcro, maybe some, hopefully I can find something decent. Not really sure where these go. Rear floor? I don't know. We will figure that out when I get back. And for you guys, it should be like that. And for you guys, it should be a snap. All right, we are back. It is not the proper color. I kind of like it though. Looking pretty good. It's not perfect. It's all right. I've already put 3 coats on. I'm going to let it tack up a little bit more, maybe throw another one on it. Unfortunately, I did not take the time to do something with that. I don't know if I can clean that off, save it, salvage it, buy a new one. I still haven't taken care of the G without the P, but I'm not that concerned with it just yet. I have the compressor unbolted. Got to disconnect a couple of these lines here. I'll get it out of the way, undo the ground strap. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull these seat covers. Maybe attempt to pull those seat brackets. And then I'm going to get ready to start putting carpet in this thing. Let's see, I've got to pull this hold down for the wires for under the seat. So I did find me some Velcro that I think will work. I think I have enough of it to make it work. As needed, where needed. But next step is I got to finish removing this compressor. Like I said, remove those couple of lines there, electrical wires, lay them down out of my way. Maybe wipe out the insulation or the top of the mat, top of the sound deadening mat, and I think we're ready to start seeing what this carpet's. Alright, we are back, letting that paint dry over there. Let's go through the carpet one more time and kind of see what we've got going on here. I'm going to work around it, Velcro around it, and it's going to be good enough. So let's get started. I'm going to start at the front, cut my strips of Velcro, start attaching that, and I'm going to start working my way back, locating all the necessary holes as needed, along with that wiring that's got to come up through there, and where the compressor is going to mount. So let me make an adjustment so you guys can see what's going on. Alright, let's get started. Isn't that handy dandy? Not sure how much to cut of what here, so we're going to try to cut about even strips. I'm thinking probably 4 locations on that. We'll see how it does. Stick them together. Peel the adhesive off, or the sticky back. Come on now. Come on there, little buddy. Alright folks, don't do what I did. I just realized I screwed up. I should have done a more thorough job on figuring out which piece of carpet went where. I thought I knew. I thought I threw them to the side that they needed to go on, but at a quick glance, I thought, yep, that is exactly where it goes. Now I've made a major screw up. So that piece I just spent all that time putting on the passenger side was technically supposed to go on the driver's side, which means I just screwed up that whole piece. I don't even know what to do about it. Or maybe I'll try to glue it back in place with some sort of backing on it. Let me think about it. I do have some good 3M fabric glue. If I can find something to adhere to the back that'll be flexible, I might be able to hide it for the most part. And then you guys out there, if you ever see this Jeep on the road or at a show or on someplace, pretend like you didn't know that existed. How about that? Alright, so I'm not one to give up, but I'm going to be honest with you. This carpet kit, absolute worst one. It's not even a complete kit. I don't even remember where I ordered it from. Probably been a couple of years since I ordered it. My fault for that. I'm going to look and see what other options there are. Because this one, I don't even want to put it in. It looks so bad. And like I said, it's kind of okay in here. But truth be told, it fits terrible right here. It just doesn't fit good. I mean, I expected a little bit better. And then you get it up here. And you got to make some cuts to get the shift levers. And trying to stuff it up in there, and it doesn't quite go all the way up in there. You can see the gold shining through. It's not pre-molded, which I probably knew that when I originally got it, but the price probably caught my attention. The part that bothers me the most now is I believe this little piece is supposed to go up there as like an extra wear mat, but it's garbage. Here you've got a little extra padding, which kind of makes sense because that's where your feet or your heels are going to lie. But the fact that I don't have this, I mean, I would deal with it if I had this. At this point, I don't even know if the kit was supposed to come with it. Anyway, I decided, you know what? As much as this carpet kit sucks, I need something in there to cover up the sound deadening mat. Alright, so we've got the roll bar back in there, mostly. I still got to put a couple bolts in here, realign that. Put the seat belts, mount those back in place. I'm not going to worry about, missing a bolt. I'm not going to worry about jazzing those up. Maybe I'll wipe them down at best. Look how bad that carpet is. It didn't matter what I did, which way I moved it. It just did not want to lay in there right. Anyway, it'll help. It's so bad. Got these. I changed these bolts out with regular bolts instead of those torque style bolts for convenience. I was going to do the same thing in the back, but I'm not going to be able to at the time because I don't have enough bolts to do that. Got the center console put back in. Got that painted and put back in. Got the driver's seat put in. I still have to bolt these connections in place. I got to find the bolting for that. But we are making some progress. The plan is to try to get this thing back together enough tonight that it will drive itself in and out of the garage. Looks like rain possibly in the forecast. I'll have to look again to see if that is the case. It is way too windy for me to try to mount the hardtop on this and do it by myself. I might be able to find a creative way, but with the wind blowing against, or with the wind fighting me, it's probably not going to work out very well. But anyway, I'm going to get back at it. All right, we're going to work on getting the seatbelt back on here. Went ahead and put a little anti-seize on that bolt. My intentions are down the road I get a newer carpet kit, a better molded maybe, depending on what I can splurge for. I'll take all this back out, you know, and make life a little easier. I already broke the seal on the crusty rusty stuff, so hopefully I won't have to do that, you know, I won't have to deal with all that on the next round. But, let me make sure I got the right torque bit here. I think they're all the same. Winner, winner. La-di-da. This one. So I'm going to try to get back on the old red GMC after I get this thing finished up. I'm actually going to probably be going through a couple of things. We're going to get back on that because I want it mobile. And I got some plans for it after it's back together. And then once that's up and rolling and I can enjoy it, then we're going to switch to my daughter's pickup truck, her first truck. We're going to try to get that thing going. I've got some of the stuff lined up for it. Alright. Oh, righty then. Alright, we'll switch sides. My daughter's got like a 71 or a 72, I can't remember what the year is. GMC pickup. Really like to get that thing back on the road. Hasn't been on the road in a very long time. Does not currently have a motor or transmission in it, but I do have one for it. I just have to go pick it up, and once that's accomplished, we'll have some metal work to do in it. Come on. There's some small holes in the floor we got to address, and we'll do some painting and stuff on the inside of the firewall to kind of jazz it up a little bit, and hopefully make it a good runner, a fun runner. We went and looked at it. We bought it last year. Went and looked at it. She liked it. We're gonna, because at that time we bought it, obviously. So it needs to be. That one might have been cross-threaded. Might have been. Yeah, we need to get that thing up and going. She needs to be driving it, enjoying it. Oh, and then the Mustang. Some of you have been following along or started following along on that guy. Well, I think I updated you on it, and I got the computer fixed, so that's fantastic, right? Not too far from finish, it's just finding time. I don't know if I'm going to finish working on it. My son's thinking about taking it to his place. We'll see. Okay, not the right size bolt. I see. All right, let me find the other bolting. Hope I didn't lose that one in the yard. I still got to find it, but I can put this in. Alright, I found some. I probably should be putting Loctite on these, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't imagine them falling out, so. And the winner. National Forest here soon, down there around Lexington, Kentucky, outside of Lexington, Slade, whatever they call it. Really want to try that Daniel Boone Byway. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. Looks like fun. It's a local four-wheel drive club. Kind of helps head that up and maintain it. Work hard at trying to keep the trails opened up for everybody. So I still haven't went and got the bolts. I'm going to go do that here in a minute. Gives me a reason to get the other Jeep out and take it down the road. It's a nice day. It's windy, but it don't matter. It'll still be a good day to take it out. I decided I needed to flip the windshield a little bit to make it easier to bolt up this bar, which bolts to the windshield. As you can see, there is no windshield because I've got it folded down, which is a good time to, you need to be working these hinges, oil them, grease them, whatever you got to do. Keep them lubricated, otherwise they lock up and you never get the windshield down. One of the hidden rust spots on these Jeeps, if you're not familiar with them, is this window channel here. And it looks like I've caught it early enough, but you can see there's some rust. I've already hit it with a wire wheel. I'm going to dress it up. I'm going to dress it up with some paint, slow that down, flip the windshield back up, hold it back in place. At some point, I'm going to replace these bolts. The original knobs are not there to unscrew the windshield, so I'll make some similar to what I did for the other one when I had to make one for it another time. Right now I need to get some paint on that spot where the rust is, and then I think I'm to the point of, well, here's the other small dilemma. I don't know what this bracket is. I know about where it goes. I know there's a left and a right, and I had both of these collectively put together in bags. I'm not sure where it's at, but it's got this little screw-in tab here. I don't know what it's for. Maybe you guys do. If you do, drop it down in the comments. I'd really like to know. I feel like they need to be on there, but if I can't figure out where the other one's at, I'm probably not going to put it on there, at least for now. But let me get this rusty spot painted, and we'll see what we're going to do. I'm not worried about dust and dirt. I did blow all the heavy stuff off there. Just trying to slow it down. To obviously make it last a little while longer. I think we'll let that tack up. We'll hit it with another coat. We'll let that tack up. Hit it with another coat. And, well, I should probably let that dry. Let me run the town. Yeah, so, that's what I said. I'm going to let it tack up a little bit. Hit it with another coat. That'll be a good time to run the town and try to get the hardware that I need. When I get back, it should be dry enough I can flip the windshield up. The reason is I'd rather not glue that seal down. It probably needs at least an hour to dry before I flip that windshield up. Otherwise, I'm going to make, it's going to be tougher later. Oh, let me show you something else I did. Some of you might like it. Some of you be like, that's retarded. And some of you be like, I saw that back in my day. Whatever it is. Let me show you. I got this Jeep. It did not have a shift knob. All it had was this jinky auto parts store universal fit shift knob. It's missing the guts. Wasn't going to be useful. I could have welded some stuff into the end, drilled and tapped it, and then used it. But, I mean, come on. It is what it is. Not really me. I'm more cheesy than that. So let me show you what I did. Craftsman screwdriver knob. Actually, it was part of a 3-part set that had like a spatula and a fork and like a grill scraper thing. And the grill scraper thing actually bolted in to the bottom of that. Unfortunately, it was not the right size hole and right size. It wasn't tapped to actually fit that, but it was small enough I could drill it out, retap it, clean the threads up on the shift knob, and boom, went right on there. Maybe I'll clean it up later. I don't really care. You can see how dingy the seats are. Doesn't really matter. What is nice is not having that bolt sticking out the end of that shift or jamming into your hand. So we're going to roll with this for now. Anyway, that paint's probably just tacky enough. I can throw another coat on it. We're going to extract one of the seatbelt bolts, go to town and see what we can find. Fingers crossed I can find that thread and pitch. I probably will not be able to find that style of head for a T whatever torque bit that is. That doesn't matter to me. Even a regular headed bolt will be just fine. Anyway, let me get another coat of paint on that, and I think we're going to fire the old Jeep up. The other one. Let it warm up a little bit. Check the fuel in it. Pull the doors off. Hit the road. Alright, let's go fire the old Jeep up. Seemed to do pretty good the other day. Across my muddy yard. There's the one. It's the one I spent some time on. Yep, still carbureted. Sweet. All right, let's check the fuel. I don't have a working fuel gauge. Let's see what we got here. I think we got enough. We'll fill her up when we get to town. Yeah, this is the old top. This one came with it when we bought it. Had duct tape over the holes. Got to put a bungee cord on the brake, otherwise the brake light will stay engaged. Anyway, I'm gonna go in and grab a quick bite to eat, then I'm gonna head to town. I'll check back with you guys when I get back. Bolting the seat in, I goofed up, forgot to get a nut for the new bolt, so I had to improvise with what I had around. It's got like 5 kajillion washers on it because it had a little bit of a shank and it wasn't going to work. So, in case any of those was wondering, your seat bolts on a 92 YJ is a 7/16, no, a 3/8 16. This was an 1.5 inches long. Worked out pretty good. Unfortunately, I bought 2 of these and I needed one with a nut because I never did weld back in a nut in this hole for the seat belt. So anyway, I wanted to go with all the same in case I ever needed to change some out later. Wasn't going to be that big a deal, but anyway, it is what it is. This is where we are. Paint's not 100% dry, but it's dry enough. We're going to stand that up. We're not going to worry about putting these bolts in. We're going to work on getting these lined up. Get these lined up and put in place, but not tonight. That is going to be it for tonight. I need to go in, get cleaned up, get ready for work tomorrow. All right, everybody. This is officially going to be the end of this video. I know I've said it 2-3 times. But I got to go in and get ready for work. I really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you coming back and watching the show. I intend to have another video out in another week or 2. We'll see. Time is always of the essence and always the struggle. But anyway, hope you have a great and wonderful rest of your week. And I wish you the best. Peace out. See you soon.